Hello again, and welcome back to another one. And today we have a couple of topics to cover, from Katt Williams exposing some secrets in the industry involving rappers, although he clarified that this isn't just an entertainment industry issue, and we'll expand on this in a moment. Today we also have what looks to be shots fired at Dave Chappelle, and we also got more that shows 2025 has been a great start for Eminem's classic album, The Eminem Show. And today we'll be starting with Snoop Dogg's Backlash, and this time we got to hear from another comedian who looks to be the first person with some visibility in the entertainment space to actually know what Snoop Dogg's Backlash is about. And in the last video, if you recall, we heard from Eddie Griffin, who also missed a key detail about why Snoop's case is unique this time around. But comedian D.L. Hughley went off in his rant about why Snoop deserves the backlash. Check it out. So Snoop is continuing to catch hell over his self-fulfilling prophecy, and somehow black people can't stick together. If it is one thing we've proven over again, is that when things go left, we need to show up and show out. We stick together. No one is above accountability. A little less we and a little more me.
Snoop has responded to the backlash he received for performing. One of the things he pointed out was that we always stick together. We're good at tearing each other apart, which is pretty constant. It's pretty consistent when somebody gets into trouble. It takes backlash from the community. It's always a communal thing. It isn't any action they took. It is the fact that we can't stay together, that we can't stick together, that it's us always attacking us. But that flies in the face of the reality of what's happening right now. It is not us that is doing that. It is the man you decided to perform for. It is not us who ridiculed you. It was Elon Musk who showed your clip from 2017 and another from 2025 and said the vibe shift is real. It wasn't us that did that. It is. I think most people are disappointed because they saw you a specific way, and you have a right to kind of interpret and do whatever artistically you want to. No one's begrudging you that. But why the attack on the community because they disagree with something you did? You performed for a guy they knew would do what he's doing. But it's us that have the problem. It's us that are wrong. It is us that can't stick together. 92% of black women voted against this man. 86% of black men voted for him. Almost 90% of black people in general voted against him. We stuck together. We decided that this was a man who was bad for our community. We stuck together. We didn't try to tear each other apart. We tried to protect each other. And the very man who knew would do the very things he's doing, you decided to entertain. It isn't anger or hate. It is honestly people being disappointed. But why is the most common refrain whenever somebody gets to a situation like that, you tell us we can't stick together? We've shown you we have. We've shown you we did. We voted in more specific numbers than any other demographic in the nation. We did stick together. And if you're so angry about the backlash you're getting, you need to talk to the 2017 version of you. The 2017 that was said that you would ride out anybody that performed for him. Anybody. And you use very colorful language. So it isn't us that you have a problem with, it is you. The 2025 version of you is at odds with the 2017 version of you. So it ain't the us that got to get it together, it's you. You need to have a conversation with the man in the mirror. What is so different about the 2017 Snoop and the 2025 Snoop? It ain't us. We ain't in it. This is an inner turmoil. You don't need to look at the community. Look in the mirror.
Now, Snoop's switch up was so abrupt that rather than congratulate or welcome Snoop to their side, Elon Musk was like, damn, bro, in reaction to Snoop's switch up. And so far, when it comes to media personalities, as far as I know, D.L. Hughley is the first to explain why the backlash was earned by Snoop. And this sparked some hilarious reactions as some users expanded. If Snoop wanna be a singing, dancing jigaboo for the same person he called out for being racist, so be it. What he eats don't make us crap. At the end of the day got to end. Shrugs emoji, F Snoop, and DL ugly.
Someone's cranky.
And based on the reactions so far on social media, while many agree with his take, DL Hughley is also getting blasted for things he did in the past. But on a case-by-case basis, he was spot on about Snoop Dogg's response video to the backlash. And speaking on comedians, we got Katt Williams out here exposing some secrets about the industry when it comes to rappers working with law enforcement while posing to be street rappers. Check out a snippet from Theo Von.
Even like in the rap world, like all of the rappers that you know that never been to jail and never never got in any trouble with the law, but they talk as if their life is opposite of that. Like, those are federal informants, like, you know.
You think they're really out there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's part of the job, is to acquire those. It's like saying, you know, if you're playing chess, do you have any pawns? You have to, don't you? You can't start without them.
Right. Have you ever faced that in your own life where people try to come at you for offers like that? Do you think that like stars and get offered that kind of thing, like to compromise themselves sexually for entertainment?
Again, the things that we are discussing exist in each of the fields, not entertainment exclusively, politics, religion, science, everywhere, right? Some of this is human nature because we listen and we don't judge.
Were there things that you didn't take in your career that you feel like were like are there things to look out for, do you feel like?
There wasn't for me because I knew I wasn't going to take it, but I did want to get offered.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And most of the stuff I wouldn't have believed until I had to get to a certain level to get to see the proof. You know what I mean? So I was as shocked as anybody about how powerful Harvey Weinstein was at the time that I was meeting with him, and how he could not be told no, that he get whatever he want. You follow what I'm saying?
They'll figure out some way.
Right, so I thought that didn't apply to me because I don't care about nothing but bitches and good business, right? Yeah. And then he offered me 2 actresses like they was playing cards. And I was like, what?
Like he just jilted it. Like,
he was like, I know you.
Damn.
Right, like, what?
Some aces. Damn.
No, my personal aces.
Yeah. Did you think about it?
Look, I'm not, in these scary situations, I don't even leave it up to me. Like, I'm gonna do what the superhero would do in this part of the movie.
The city needs Bruce Wayne.
Regardless, and deal with what happens after, Just because it's a story, and I know it's a story. Right. It's my story. You know what I mean? So I can't.
That's a good way to think about things in general.
Yeah.
What would the superhero do right now?
Yeah, because I'm saying, I read about Jesus getting to the mountaintop and the devil saying you can have all of this, and him saying you don't have anything to offer me. Like, you know what I mean? So that's what I got to look up to. So I'm gonna follow suit in the best version I can, regardless of anything else.
And this sparked some interesting takes that got me rolling for obvious reasons. People rap about Kingpin stuff, losing 92 breaks and never got caught, but everybody around them went to jail. Meanwhile, they will be free, owning a company with a documented federal informant of 20 years as the CEO, but everyone is worried about 6ix9ine and Gunna, skull emoji. And with this level of detail in the post, the user was better off just naming the rap mogul that they were accusing of being an informant. And we got more aimed at Katt Williams. Katt Williams continues to convince himself he was or still is a highly sought after free agent. Outside of stand-up, he has had a mediocre career. For this man to believe he could have been some sort of heavyweight double/triple threat, but chose not to, is ludicrous at best. And to this a user fired back with, "Oh, you think these Hollywood people get most of their roles based on talent? Plenty of mediocre actors and comedians are huge stars." And we got more criticism aimed at Katt Williams. Maybe Katt is an FBI informant, a lot of gun charges, and he served no time. He comes out and went after Diddy. Then weeks later, he was indicted. Shrugs emoji. I guess we found the burner account of a rapper who used the casting couch to become a superstar. And comedians have been going off over the last few days, as now we got Dave Chappelle catching strays. Check this out from comedian Corey Holcomb.
The person who said something was Faison Love about him being a little overrated. Now, like I said, in movies, television, Dave Chappelle is elite. Elite. But if you go watch Dave Chappelle do stand-up, it was an old man at the Improv just stood up while Dave Chappelle was on stage. And he said, Dave, are you gonna crack some jokes? If I'm lying, I'm done. Yeah. D-Ray that was down there. I know D-Ray, y'all don't want no parts of this. You don't want to burn bridges with the mighty Dave Chappelle. I don't want to burn bridges with the mighty Dave Chappelle, but my nuts too big. I watch Dave Chappelle finna go up. I'll be like, well, shit, let me get the fuck out of here. Because he is not about to deliver. He's about to talk to the crowd like the big homie. You know how the big homie be talking and don't nobody say nothing? Everybody just be like, yup.
Right.
Yup. Then I'll be like, man, this nigga been bombing for about 2 hours up there.
Man.
Smoking a square with a leotard on.
And my honest reaction to this was when Eminem rapped, if you're gonna critique me, you better at least be as good or better. Now, it is one thing when regular fans are criticizing people in the industry, but when you are also a comedian working in the industry, things get shaky, hence why the Eminem lyrics apply, and some users came for his neck with posts like, his stand-up is only overrated if you're stupid. Dave Chappelle is a teaching comedian, you laugh and learn, so if you don't get the learning part, you would think he's overrated. Really? You're just stupid. Not in a mean way, but in a your brain isn't wired to be smart way. Of course, not everyone is meant to find every comedian funny, but when the criticism is coming from another comedian, you best hope that most fans rate you above the said comedian you are criticizing. Thoughts? And moving on, the Eminem Show has been raking up the milestones in 2025. Just days ago, it became the first rap/hip-hop album to cross 40 million units sold globally. And personally, I found it hilarious when a user reacted to the milestone with, let's do the math, if I was black, I would have sold half. That's still 20 million.
My man.
To we, the 20 million.
Those of you who've been with us for some time now know that we've always called out the critics who quote white America as a rebuttal, and we've always told them to actually do some of the hypothetical math. And back to the latest milestone surrounding the album. Just hours ago, the album hit another milestone. It became the first 2000s rap/hip-hop album to cross 8 billion streams on Spotify. And for some context, it was at 7.5 billion streams back in mid-September 2024, so 4 months ago. But over to you guys, share your thoughts below, thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.